Sorry. I didn't see you there. How are you this holiday season? Good. Good. Are you spending time with your family? Great. Let me tell you a story about my family. My grandmother, let me tell you, she loves a good sale. Oftentimes she'll buy things simply because they are on sale. One time, she bought me a DVD. A DVD of a movie that is so bad, I watched it maybe one time growing up. I just remembered about that movie recently, and I would like to share it with you. And let me tell you, this movie is literal shit. Oh, my bad. This movie is about literal shit. This is Doggy Poo. The movie starts with a whole 5 seconds of black before panning down and zooming out as we follow the trajectory of a leaf being blown in the wind. The leaves flying around not only look terrible, but the way the camera is tilted makes me feel like I'm at Flyover Canada in Vancouver again. I don't know how niche of a reference that is, but if you're ever in Vancouver, I would recommend it. It was pretty fun. Anyway, after a minute of following leaves and admiring the fake landscape, we see a man with a really small ox, pushing a cart and manure spilling out over the sides. At first you think, this isn't possibly relevant, but my naive viewer, you'd be wrong. See, the manure is a foreshadowing of what's to come, because directly after, we see a dog excreting our main character.
Hey, yo!
Why does he like that so much?
Ouch! Oh, yuck! It's a doggy poo! Disgusting! Oh, how disgusting!
Kinda facts, not gonna lie.
What? A doggy poo? Am I disgusting?
Yes. Yes, you are. After the bird leaves, we meet the manure from earlier, and he just roasts the shit out of the shit.
You are not just any poo. You are a doggy poo.
I know that this movie is originally in Korean and they just dubbed it over, but the terrible voice acting and not synced voices are taking me out.
I couldn't help it, though. You know where you came from. What else did you think you were?
Doggy Poo snaps back at the manure.
You are ugly and mean.
Bro was alive for 60 seconds and has already been flamed twice. So the manure apologizes and explains that he used to be a fertilizer for potatoes. He then puts the thought of death into the poop's head. They both begin crying as the manure, who I actually now realize is just soil, thinks he's gonna get run over and killed. But the farmer picks him up and puts him back on the cart. Pooh is back to crying because now he's alone with no purpose in life. From the second he was pooped out, he has not stopped crying. All this poop knows how to do is cry and bitch and moan. He's spoken about 6 words in total. It cuts to nighttime, and guess what? He's crying and moaning again.
Why are you crying?
He then meets a leaf, presumably the one from earlier. The leaf then explains the concept of winter, and once again reminds the poop about death. They then have a flashback to the dirt, as if that wasn't literally a minute ago. We are quite literally getting a recap of events we just saw less than 5 minutes ago. That'd be like if in Endgame, when everyone comes through the portals, and they ask Cap how he's able to lift Mjolnir, and they just show us the scene again. Like, we just saw this. You don't need to remind us 5 minutes later.
Just like there are kids like you who cry alone in the empty street.
Holy shit, they are so ruthless to the poop. So let me get this straight. The dirt top poop that everything dies, and the leaf top poop that everything dies, but at different times and you never know when. No wonder this little shit is crying all the time. After falling asleep and being covered in snow, the poop encounters his next friend. Wait, what happened to all the snow? That was like a pivotal part of the movie. Like, that's the box art. Anyway, Pooh's friends, well, friend is a bit of an exaggeration. The next characters are a chicken and her chicks. They're actually pretty mean to him.
Is that a walking bird?
Why are you confused? The first creature you ever met was a bird that walked to you. If you decide to watch this movie, which will be linked in the description, please watch it on 2x speed. The characters talk so dreadfully slowly and take forever to respond to each other.
Why are you looking at me like that, walking bird?
What? A walking bird? How silly. Listen to me, kid. I am not just a walking bird. I am the mother of 8 boy chicks and 5 girl chicks.
Now, I'll admit, I'm actually starting to feel bad for making fun of the poo, because that's what every single character has done so far.
You are not good enough for my babies.
Here comes the waterworks again. He just makes it too easy.
I wonder why God has created me.
Anyway, a whole day passes, and he's looking up at the stars as he meets his final friend, a dandelion.
Hello, I am a sprout of dandelion. I am going to become a beautiful flower.
The dandelion is the only character to be nice to the poo and ask for his help to become a flower. This is the only time the doggy poo has ever felt needed, and say it with me now, he cries again. So the dandelion and the poo embrace each other, and the poo gets absorbed, helping the dandelion blossom and spread its seeds all over. The doggy poo was finally useful. However, not to be a downer, but I'd be remiss if I didn't point out that dandelions aren't even flowers. They're weeds, and while not harmful, they are technically invasive. So good job, poop. And, well, that's the end of the movie. If you couldn't tell, the movie has a general theme about how everything has a purpose, even dog poop, and that death should be celebrated, not feared. It's a beautiful message, but I don't think that this is the way to tell it. It's a Wonderful Life basically says the same thing, but conveys it in a better manner. I understand the sentiment of taking the least important thing you can think of, dog poop, and giving it meaning, but I would have resonated more with it if it was a human, or even the dog itself, trying to find its way through a cruel and ever-changing world.
God has not created you for no reason. He must have a good plan for you.
In the movie, let me know in the comment section below. But in all seriousness, thank you guys so much for an incredible year. We grew so much as a channel, and we're gonna keep growing next year. I have an incredible video in the works planned for end of January, early February that I'm really, really excited about. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you want to watch more. And happy holidays. I love you all. Thank you so much. Have an incredible year, rest of the year. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. I'm rambling, but I love you all. Goodbye.